Alright, sausage. Oh. I know what you're thinking. That fella with the unconvincing mountain bike skills but just enough charisma to make up for it is back. Well, I am, and today I'm packing the car ready to drive to Mabie Forest near Dumfries in Scotland. However, before I leave Newcastle, I'm going to drive a short way across town to collect the amazing Captain Dan, who's a mountain biking virgin and his cherry is ready to be popped. Before we get to that though, this channel's all about mountain biking, so if you are too, please consider subscribing. If you do, don't forget to click the bell icon so you can be one of the first to know when I upload new videos. How do you feel about your first day on the trails?
I love it.
You love it?
I love it.
We haven't started yet. Are you still going to be loving it in 2 hours time?
Maybe.
Maybe. Excellent. Because this is Dan's first time at a trail centre, he's curious to know what's in store.
So is this what will be coming down?
No, it'll be different to this. This is a link, because all of the trails, regardless of grade, are following this, and we'll reach a point where we're red only.
Oh. Even that
I know.
is a killer.
It's a bit of a warm-up, so like, expect steeper when we get onto the red trail, expect technical stuff to climb over. You'll get to a point where the trail's going to get a lot thinner. There'll be berms, rock gardens, steps, up or down perhaps. You might have jumps and tabletops. You'll be able to roll all of them. And it's not long before the climb becomes a little more challenging. Towards the end of this bit of single track, there are a couple of sections of North Shore. The term North Shore comes from the trails of Vancouver's North Shore Mountains in Canada, where boggy ground led to the development of raised timber trails. Here at Mabie, these red grade sections aren't as daunting as those in Vancouver, which, in all fairness, is probably for the best.
Come on, baby.
I should probably take a moment to say that to be able to make this ride today, Dan has had to buy a cheap bike as a stopgap until his new ride finally arrives. How's the £100 hero?
But it's lasting.
And what about the bike? It's doing alright so far.
Oh, yeah.
As it turns out, it's not doing alright.
Oh no.
It's called the granny ring, that one.
Jammed in that, isn't it?
Is it still going alright at the front?
I think that's alright now, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
lift
think
it
it
back.
just slipped off.
Give it a pedal. I think you'll be alright with
Oh.
that.
It's gonna snap soon. I think it's just when you put too much tension.
Yeah.
I'm trying too hard on the flat road there.
If it keeps slipping like that, it might be a sign that your chain ring's worn. You might be able to just have to stick it in the middle one. See if you can get another gear on the back. On closer inspection, Dan's rear derailleur has been bodged back onto the hanger with a bolt which fouls the chain. Long story short, he's only got 6 working gears to choose from. Go on, sausage. Obviously, that's going to make the climbs much harder. Oh, worst thing to find after a corner. Despite Dan's technical woes, we've made it quite a way up the climb and we're about to tackle the ridge, which will give us our first real descent of the day.
Oh my god. My legs are burning.
There probably can't be that much more
Doesn't look
in
like
climbing.
It looks like we're pretty at the top of the
Exactly.
hill. Do you want to go in front?
Go on then, just in case. Just in case. If I'm on the floor, cycle round us.
Pretty soft bike.
Yeah, don't leave me bike. Go on! I'm pretty confident that was a sound of elation and that Dan's still the correct way up. Well, that was short-lived, but still quite fun.
I didn't press fill.
Oh, never.
I know.
Do it now, do it.
Aye, mate, that was class, that like.
Looks like we've got a little bit more.
It's like a man-made roller coaster there. It's skitsy on here, like, I've got no brakes.
Rather than more down, the trail actually levelled out, at least until we emerged from the trees. Well, this looks nice.
Yeah, lovely. Well, that was epic, that first bit.
That was really good. I enjoyed it.
I'm going far too fast now. Like.
Right.
Aye, that was awesome.
That was good. Let's hope there's some more. You set?
Aye, I'm ready.
Let's go and see what we've got. Go on, sausage.
Oh my god.
So, how's mountain biking working?
I love it. That was mint, that like. Oh mate, that's epic, that like.
Pedalling uphill can be quite tiring.
But it's worth it for that.
Yeah.
Like. Oh god, I can't believe this bike's just done that. Well above its peer grade, that like. Looks like a big place, this, to be fair, like if we're just on one route here and there's like other routes as well.
The blue routes will be shorter probably.
Aye.
They're like
more beginnery.
yeah, exactly.
Alright Dan, you just come on a bike with no brakes and we'll just whack you straight on these ones.
Dan was bossing it, but his brakes were letting him down and that was making him more cautious. Alright, sausage. So it turns out Dan's narcoleptic and he was really looking forward to a lie down. It's totally normal and he's not angry about it in the slightest.
I don't trust the bike anymore.
Not wanting to exacerbate Dan's concerns, I remained silent. However, in my defence, he probably wouldn't have heard me over the racket his new murder bike was making anyway. Yeah, man, I'm getting tired now. After a lot more climbing, a lengthy stop to see if we could squeeze a few more gears out of Dan's bike, quite a bit more climbing, a foggy GoPro lens, and some puncture repairing, we finally found a section of trail that went downhill. If it makes you feel any better, having spent like a full day maintaining my bike last weekend's really paid off.
Has it?
It's in a much better shape than yours is.
Oh, get in.
Nice. One big berms. That's cool, I like that. By now, Dan's camera had stopped recording entirely due to a technical conflict between his finger and the camera's power button. However, I should point out that he's trying really hard to survive his chancy bicycle purchase. Having just witnessed Dan taking a wrong turn and joining the blue trail, I did what any caring, right-thinking individual would do and elected to press on without him. Quick check to see if Dan's still behind us. Here he comes. Alright. Again?
It's definitely...
Oh, it is a bit.
Definitely lost loads of air there. I could feel it like moving. Oh, I'll just still going for it. Like.
Nah, because you'll come off, you'll nut yourself.
I think it was good as well, that like.
I know, it was good. Oh well, you whip it off, I'll unpack the tools. It's a nice trail. There is a lot of pedalling that's like, it feels like there is an unjust imbalance between
the work you've got
downhill single track, yeah, to what we're pedaling, and it does seem like you've got to put a lot of effort into it. And if I'm honest, it could be a bit more uplifty, like with a van at the bottom.
Because you're doing like a hell of a climb, aren't you?
But it's all right so far.
I've enjoyed it all, like.
Yeah, it's been good.
Still a good place, like. Oh, holy I tell you what though, it's fun when you're doing it. Like.
When you're doing the best bits.
It is.
It's worth the 5 hours of pedalling uphill for the 5 minutes of pedalling down.
Like. It is. I know it's horrible when you're doing it, but it is worth it. Like. You wouldn't think it as well, but it tires you out coming down them.
Oh yeah.
Like I was thinking in my mind, but I get all my energy back now.
Nah, well,
but then you get on the bottom and there's
not a chance. Like you go places like where there are uplifts, and it's mint because you don't have to do all the pedaling at the top. But yeah, it's like it's different though. Like it's all on your forearms, like coming down because you
try to keep it all in line.
You're shifting, you're braking, and like that's the bit that's getting all the hammering.
It is fun though. That like it's awesome.
I can't hear anything coming out of this. Try as I might, I couldn't find where the air was escaping from, so with fingers crossed we threw Dan's bike back together and got moving again. Immediately we began to climb, and it was steep. No doubt this is why this section's called the Scorpion, as its tail definitely delivers a sting. That was very steep.
Fall off his bike.
But don't be upset, but I'm probably going to leave you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, just go downhill, follow the streams. It's been a little over 3 years since I uploaded my last video, and that's because I kind of lost my trail mojo, but I've been working hard to get it back. I've been putting in about 40 to 50 kilometres every weekend for the last couple of months to try and get some fitness back, and whilst I'm not as fit as I was, I've been doing alright, but I'm really feeling the strain today. I've got a sneaky suspicion we're going up there. Right, how are legs? You can do some of this. And with those few words of encouragement, those little legs did do it. They pedalled their little hearts out, turn by turn, until Dan's tyre pissed on their little chips. But as soon as I'd finished pretending to fix it, we were on the move again, and we were getting close to the final leg. Up on the exposed hillside, things were beginning to look a bit more exciting. Until Dan's tyre found a few more chips.
It's just gone off the last. Let's just try until it's bust.
Alright, just leave that in the car park when we go. Yeah. Despite having already patched several pinch flats and having fitted a new valve core, Dan's tyre was starting to go down again. It was obvious it was going to need more attention just to get him back to the trailhead, but we pressed on while we could in search of a more sheltered spot to stop. Pinch that, just where, just so we don't lose it.
I'll see you. Oh, that's it there.
Do you think you're sound? That's enough for me. I heard I'm 100% sound. This bike's definitely going to last. There's no need for you to stop again on this trail. As we pick up speed, it feels very much like we're rolling down the grand finale. For me, this section is the best of the day. It's a little technical in places, which means you have to think about your line choice, and it gives you just the right amount of speed to keep things interesting. Also, there's really nothing that's going to break Dan on his first outing, which is a win for me because I don't have to inform his next of kin, and a win for Dan because he gets to reminisce for years to come about all of the wonderful climbing he's done today. Ciao, Dan! Except for that could break Dan. It's a bit steep. Just walk it from there like you can't start right on the edge. Crisis averted. Beyond the bad step, we join Rattle and Hum, which will deliver us back to the trailhead. Now it's just a race to make it back to the car. Dan's tyre has gone down more times than Buffalo Bill's basket, and the last thing we need is another stop this close to the finish line. The tyre's going to come off. Come on, baby.
I can't believe it's getting flat.
That is very flat.
Full flat.
It's lovely that says no exit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drive back into this space. I'm going to reverse out the other way.
The other way.
Right, so thoughts on your first mountain biking experience?
Well, it was very hard, but I think the hardness pays off for the good times.
It is, yeah. So the downhill is absolutely worth the uphill.
Aye, definitely.
They're putting all the effort in, and it is quite rewarding. Right, so that's good.
Yeah.
What do you think about Mabie?
I think that you've got to put a lot of effort in for the tiny bits of descending what there is.
Yeah, so
but the descents are good.
Yeah, the descents are really good, but it seems like there is a massive amount of relentless technical climbing that goes on.
Very relentless life.
For 95% of the trail, and then there's a little bit of a return in some of the descents, which are good in themselves.
Definitely.
So I think if you like technical climbs with a couple of descents here and there, maybe it's probably for you. If you like to climb a big mountain and then go very fast down it on lots of trails where people have made the absolute most of the space that they've got available for the downhill bits, then it's probably not your cup of tea.
Unless you have an e-bike.
Unless you've got an e. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Thank you.